Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we open up the conversation of the Monday Night Showdown, Eagles versus Vikings. And yes, it's the Eagles home opener. Who comes out 2-0? Only one team can do it. I'm going to give my initial thoughts on that. And Jonathan Gannon, not only does he got to clean up the rush defense, but again, quarterbacks are getting the ball out ASAP Rocky.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got a lot to get into, but before we do that, Eagle Nation, keep showing love and hit that like button. Y'all killing it. It's free, and it helps out a lot. Subscribe and ding the bell as well, so you know when these videos drop. Let's get into Jonathan Gannon first. Before we talk Minnesota Vikings, we got to talk about in-house problems. We know the rush defense got to get cleaned up, and it did get cleaned up last year after a couple weeks. I'm not saying it will or won't. That got to be our main focus. But another thing that happened last year was quarterbacks were getting the ball out very fast. Why? Because we play our DBs back. Let's just look at some numbers that came out via ESPN and Tim McManus. Jared Goff faced 6 blitzes Sunday per ESPN Stats and Info, which is tied for 5th fewest among Week 1 quarterbacks. So if he was the 5th fewest blitz quarterback, when you look at the National Football League, that makes us a blitzing team ranking 27th. So only 5 teams, 5 or 4 teams, if we're 27th, we're tied. Only a handful of teams blitz less than the Eagles. Okay, do you need to blitz to win? No. Does it work? Yes, because today's game favors the offense. It favors the quarterback. And to be a dynamic offense, you got to get the quarterback off the mark. You got to get the quarterback making mistakes. You got to fluster the quarterback. Even average quarterbacks in today's game can dot you up if you allow them. Let's look at this. The Eagles register 6 quarterback contacts on Goff, tied for 3rd fewest in the NFL. We got 1 sack, a half a sack for Brandon Graham and a half a sack for Fletcher Cox, who, by the way, is getting double teamed sometimes, not every play. However, 6 quarterback hits on Goff, 3rd fewest. That means we rank 29th? 29th. Only 2 teams hit the quarterback less than us. And 28 more teams hit the quarterback more. If you're not getting a sack, but you're hitting the quarterback, you're letting them know, we here, pay attention, get scared, worry about us in your face to make them flustered. We're not doing that. And is that saying the D-line stinks? I'm not saying that. I'm saying the philosophy for the majority of the Lions game was, again, don't get beat deep. Are you really scared of the wide receivers for the Lions? Well, if you are, here comes Jefferson and Thielen with a run game behind them and a better quarterback. This is the biggest one. Goff got the ball out in 2.47 seconds on average, tied for quickest in the league Week 1. Once again, the combination of not blitzing, I'm not saying you gotta blitz, but the combination of not blitzing and playing passive in your secondary, whether it's linebackers, the way you're putting these guys off the ball is allowing quarterbacks who are not that good to say, man, I can't beat them deep. I can't get nothing cheap, nothing deep. But I'm going to dump it off to Swift. I'm going to dump it off to Hawkinson. I'm going to dump it off to these guys, and hopefully they get yak. And because we can't tackle, which we were bottom in the league at that Week 1, it accumulated yards in the second half. Again, the pass rush and secondary play go hand in hand. If the secondary's up, yes, they can get beat over the top. But that means the quarterback got to hold the ball for a half a second or a whole second more, which gives the defensive line time to get there. They go hand in hand. If you're worried about your secondary getting beat and you play him up, if the pass rush gets there, they don't got a chance to get beat because it's a sack or it's an errant throw. We got one interception in week 1. How'd that come? Oh, yeah. Marlon T got pressure and Golf made a mistake. Whoopsie. 6 points. You don't got to blitz all the time. I would like to see more blitzes for sure. But you got to give me something. You can't go into this season where every quarterback, every OC says, man, we got guys that want to go down the field. But we're not going to do that to the Eagles. We're going to slowly but surely kill him. Cousins will do that. Jefferson can attack down the field and in the short distance. Same with Thielen. Cook can catch up the backfield and run down your throats. We got to clean it up ASAP Rocky. Now, I'm going to tell you what my general thoughts is on this Minnesota Vikings game, right? But before we do that, I want to show you just the first drive. How Justin Jefferson was getting loose on the first drive, getting warmed up. I'm going to show a lot more all 22 with actual breakdowns when we actually break down this game, Eagles versus Vikings. And I'm starting to watch the all 22 now. I'm not going to watch it live with y'all. We watch the Eagles. I'm going to break this one down more in depth. But look at this real quick, right? So, boom, you got press man at the bottom. At the bottom of the screen is Justin Jefferson. He's just going to hit him with a post route, a deep post route. Maybe it's a dig route. But again, look at the footwork. And he's just getting started. This is the first drive of the game. NFL just started for him. Look at this. Bang. Catches it, couple steps, and boom. That's 20-plus yards. Jefferson getting loose. Now here, you got Jefferson not at the bottom of the screen, but he's in the slot. He's in the slot right next to the guy at the bottom of the screen. Now, the defensive end or outside linebacker for the Packers ends up getting matched on him. Guess what number he is? 7. And the way Gannon plays defense, I guarantee they're going to run this play, and Gannon's going to have Hassan Reddick on Justin Jefferson. Watch how this play ends up. He's just going to wait for him, and then he's going to make something happen after the play. This is just the first drive. $180 plus, 2 touchdowns. Again, look at number 7 to the left of your screen, all the way to the left. He's just in zone. He drops out there. Kirk Cousins just waits. And Jefferson eats. Now, the only thing I can say is I think Minnesota's going to want to take shots down the field. They will hold the ball longer if they're dumb. If they're smart, they'll say, we want to take shots, but let's change the game plan up because Philly doesn't like to do this, that, and the third. We can easily do this against Philly because they show their hand. Got to change that. I am going to give, for the people who already commented, man, you got to give Jonathan Gannon one more week. I am. I'm upset at every other stat that comes out about it, but I am going to give him this week against a top-notch offense. Let's see what he does. He got to prove me wrong because last year against bad quarterbacks, he was good. Against good quarterbacks, he sat back and wait. Our offense is better this year, of course, but you can't sit back and wait. So these are the things I said. Things to start looking at Eagles versus Vikings. 1, think about letting Slay follow Justin Jefferson. He had 180-plus yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm already watching film on him. Didn't break this one down, but I'm going to break down more. Thielen, when you least think about it, Thielen can catch you too. Thielen is no slouch. You got to pay attention to Thielen too, but I think you should think about letting Slay follow. Yes, he got a touchdown scored on him, but there was 9 targets at Slay's side and only 3 completions. Pretty good. Maybe you got to let Slay follow, and whatever happens, happens. He's going to get beat once or twice. But what if he gets matched up against a linebacker, against Maddox, against Bradbury? I don't know. Number 2 is take care of the blocking assignments. The Vikings did have 4 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. They pressured him a lot. They sacked him 4 times. The way the Lions were getting in there, mainly with blitzes, you can't allow miss-blocking assignments against the Vikings or they're going to make Jalen Hurts pay. Now, Jalen Hurts is a different animal. He can get out the pocket, but I want to see him stay in the pocket and deliver some things down, and he can't do that unless the offensive line helps out. Number 3 is get more players involved. Cough, cough, Devontae Smith as well, which I think he has the better matchup via cornerback. That don't mean A.J. Brown won't eat. And same with Goddard. People are upset that Goddard didn't eat. Goddard still ate. Goddard had about 60 yards. People are saying, yeah, we keep saying we got to get Devontae Smith involved. What about Goddard? He had 60. That's cool for a tight end. He'll get more once in a while. But here's the thing. As much as we want to pass the ball to try to keep up with Justin Jefferson, Thielen, and Cousins, you got to run the ball. Look at this stat. Vikings allowed 6.2 yards per carry. Now, the Packers were trailing by double digits with 8 minutes in the first 5 to 6, 7 minutes in the first quarter. The Packers were down by double digits. They only ran the ball 18. They got like 115 yards off it, a touchdown, and a 6.2 yards per carry. Run the ball. And then last but not least, of course, I'm just praying to the gods. Pressure, please. Jonathan Gannon, please. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike. This is the Philly Talk Podcast. This ain't the breakdown or the preview. We're going to talk more, but we got to wait till Monday, so I'm going to push it back. But I was thirsty for some Eagles and Vikings talk. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section because I love hearing from you. Give me your 1, 2, or 3 keys to victory against the Vikings. I need to hear your keys to victory. Shout out to everybody who follows me on Twitter. It's right under here at Philly_Mike25. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. Keep hitting the like, keep subscribing, and ding the bell. Hey, I noticed that we have less notification getting this month than last month. What happened? Maybe YouTube just pulled you off. Go check it. We out.